Hey there, welcome back to some more Rogue Tower. So last time, we actually tried to de-rust ourselves in triple defense. We tried to beat our record of 32, and I say that we actually failed. I think it was maybe too much of trying to have fun, or maybe it's just, what they call this? It's just too much Elden Ring in my blood that I actually forgot how to play this game properly. So first of all, I think honestly the early game Tesla coil is pretty good, but with the flame tower, the early game, this is pretty useful. Plus, we have additional what do you call this? We have poison as well, but we will get you so we can expand this way. And this is a perfect spot for and the shredder. Okay, we are doing progress here. Most armor, slowest. So here's the thing. Having what do you call this? So my plan right now is just to actually de what's the proper term? De-rust myself, or maybe just have more I think it's more experience overall, or like just to actually figure out if what am I doing wrong, what am I doing right. And as of the moment, we are doing pretty much a lot of things right, maybe. First of all, most armor, slowest. So that's the thing of tower defense games. You like this. So look at this. I'm getting shredded. I don't know why. And maybe I'm just greeding a lot. And maybe I need more, I don't know, guidance. Like I just really suck as of the moment. Okay, so far so good. But I am still kind of skeptical to my ability here. So question is, what's the game plan? And I think one of the game plan is to just make do with this. Hey, at least we're dealing damage to them, right? And maybe, maybe that's the game plan. And with that in mind, I think we should actually, should we greed? Greed actually killed us last time. You know what? Might as well greed. And since we are doing pretty well this way, let's try to expand more in this direction. So, okay, doing well in this side. I'm just staring at it. This is what I don't, or not really, like love-hate relationship in tower defense games. Since one mistake can actually end the run. What should I get here? I think maybe having sharpened blades is actually good. It actually increases. But yeah, I think this is good. But the question is that a good thing? Since if you look at our situation right now, excuse me, my throat is getting really raspy recently. I am more afraid in this direction. And I'm afraid on actually I'm afraid on actually losing here, especially if Oogie comes around. So since if Oogie comes around, that will pose a serious problem for us. So how do we defeat Oogie? I think more ballistas should actually work. Like maybe some ballistas here and there. And given that this should bleed, I think having more ballistas is the way to go in this situation. So the question is, where should I put the ballistas? I think we should place ballistas here and here. Like this spot right here, as well as in this spot. So I honestly, that's a top plus 3, so I will not decide to put it in that spot. On the other hand, it's pretty good that we have, like, you guys, if you're playing Rogue-lite, you should really not sleep on ballistas. They are a real lifesaver. And I want a +2 in this area here. And you will target most armor and slowest. Since, you know, ballistas can do wonders. Like a jack of all trades for towers and tower defense. It actually works pretty well. Okay, now fire and flames is useful. And let's also expand this way. Okay, this is a much better spot here. So let's place you there and place you here. Most armor slowest and most armor slowest. Let's see our progress here. People are not getting through as much as I expected, so that's nice. So this is pretty much covered now. So now I'm going to I'm just leaving out my thought process. Am I putting out my thought process here? I think having mortars is pretty useful, but bleeding trail of blood, dealing more damage is way better. Let's place a shredder tower here, and maybe I'll put a shredder tower here as well. Having shredder towers and bleed, and having a multiplier. You know, that's one word that I actually what do you call this? I actually have a problem talking about. And hold on. Okay, so I think we should actually just, should we have regenerate more mana, or maybe we should get my ballistas to bleed more, or maybe increase the burn. I think we should increase the burn, right? So for now, let's try to expand this way. Okay, Oogie is right over here, so that should mean I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna place some ballistas in this +1 areas. Let's demolish you for now, and let's spam some ballistas here, you know, just to make sure Oogie dies, and let's just sell all the ballistas afterwards. But at least we will be sure that Oogie will die. So after this, I think this is the first roadblock here. Okay, now let's demolish you. Is there a shortcut to demolishing units? And let's place you here. I think I'm learning the strats here. The buy and sell strats, typical tower defense logic. Okay, now we should get to upgrading against shields, which would mean I would need this maybe. Honestly, let's get this first. Let's hope to get, no, I don't want jagged heads. Let's just get you. Shredders gain more bleed. Maybe. But I have more Empire Chemistry. Crits deal 10% of bleed damage. Okay, let's get this and Sanguinate. Okay, now let's place you here. Place you here. Now everything is going spooky. I think this is where we will start to have some problems. Okay, so let's figure out how to deal with this stuff. I think the best way to deal with this stuff is to actually have poison sprayers. But the problem is we don't have poison sprayers just yet. And we are heavily relying on what they call this? We are heavily relying on ballistas and bleed damage. So that should okay. So we need something to destroy these guys ASAP, or else I'm gonna lose the next wave. So let's hope we get some poison damage here. So this is bad. We don't have anything against shields except for this, which means we are basically screwed right now. But I think a lot of these guys will help, but I'm not really sure how much that's gonna help. I'm just hoping. Okay, I think we can actually... Nah. We can destroy you. Can we destroy you? Yeah, we can. Damn. Okay. Let's run it back. I think we removed a bit of rust here. We're slowly but surely removing our rust. Let's try to refine. Let's try to refine our building. So we have no problem in actually destroying the armor. So I think the essential buildings would be either the flamer or in the poison sprayer. So for now, let's try to buff up our... Honestly, if they are gonna give us upgrades for ballistas, I would gladly welcome them. Okay, so we need... Okay, let's try this out. If we are always getting a lot of ballista upgrades, that should mean that I will place a lot of ballistas here. Okay, now they're not giving me ballista upgrades, which sucks, not gonna lie. But having a lot of ballistas is better than having no ballistas at all. Okay, let's try to make... let's just hope that ballistas will show up. Ballista upgrades. Since I think if my RNG with ballista upgrades like this will work, now we're in for a lot of money. Okay, this is a very good path in here. If you go back here, I can place more towers here. This general direction to cover 2 waves. Okay. So my only game plan here is if I build exclusively ballistas, we can know, okay, all ballistas deal poison damage. Oh, that's perfect. Since a bit of poison damage never hurt anyone, right? Okay, this wave, this side needs to expand. But the question is, am I dealing enough poison damage though? Or does poison damage only affect people with... Okay, I have so minimal poison damage, but let's try to expand more this way. But we have a lot of ballistas, which means the poison damage can stack like C. but I don't think it's gonna stack by that much. We just need economy. We need that early game economy as much as possible. Let me see. Okay, so poison bolts, more poison damage. Okay, let's try to get that. Okay, this is a good spot right here. Okay, now my next problem. Expand this, expand this. Okay. Let me think about this. Okay, so if I build here, okay, heavy shafts, that's good. Let's just keep building in this side. Okay, this side is pretty much perfect. Okay, now let's try to expand on this side next. Or, you know what, let's just try to keep expanding here. And maybe we can stagger the people enough that they would actually, what do you call this? They would oh, mana bolts. It's really tempting. I think I have enough mana for this. Yeah, I think I have enough mana for this. The attack speed isn't really that big. Unless I screw myself. Okay. I need some way to get mana quick before I lose everything. I have the economy though. So I just need more mana. I don't have any mana stuff. Okay, let's have sorcery, please. Okay. Okay, now this is way better than I anticipated. Now let's try to expand this side, and I'm gonna build more on this side. Since Uki might appear here, and I will be screwed. Okay. Ballista only, baby. Okay, so in this side is a really perfect. Look at this. This is a perfect spot for towers. Okay. Mana siphons. Let's go. We need you. And honestly, let's build mana siphons first before I forget. And before I run out of money. Okay, that's enough mana that can last us for a long time. Now let's try. Okay. So now let us try to expand our defenses this way and this way. Let's put more of you. You can reach that. That is good. Okay, what do I want? A mine is useful. You know what? I'm just gonna get this. It's like future investment right here. And after, so I was saying I've been like, there are two words that really get mixed up in my what they call that term again? Phonics, or like pronunciation. It's multiplayer and multiplier. Like in my brain I want to say multiplier, and my brain would want to say multiplayer. So sometimes I mix those up, so instead of multiplier I say multiplier, like multipliers, or like multiplier, which kind of gets screwed up in my freaking head. Kind of funny, but at the same time kind of sad. Okay, now this side is having problems. I need to handle that situation. Please don't kill that guy. But never mind, that actually dealt a lot. Okay. Having longer range, one of the best upgrades we can ever get there. Okay, nice. Oogie is spawning this way. I'm not sure that's a good sign. Maybe it's a bad sign. But Oogie spawning there would mean, or would probably mean, but the range though. Okay, let's see if my ballistas can deal with the armor. Okay, you are the one that I'm scared of. This side. So let's place more ballistas in this corner. Since this would probably mean... Okay, Oogie is getting too close for comfort. Okay, let's just hope we can deal with them before anything gets screwed. Okay, kill Oogie, please. Kill Oogie, please. Oh. Okay, my heart almost stopped there. Ooh. Okay, I want you. Let's gather you. Advanced ballistics, please. I want a mana bank. And I want creeping cough. Okay. Let's try to expand this way. We have poison and we have anti-shield, which is really perfect. So now... Okay, so I was... And every time I say multiplayer, I like... It's like almost the same word. The word like it's a totally different spelling. The pronunciation is like all mixed up and it's just switched. So my brain cannot cope with that amount of information. So my brain just, you know, dies. Which is really at the same, like, it's funny at times, especially when I try to talk with my friends. And when I want to play multiplayer, like, it's one of those words, like, I really need to stop and think on what to pronounce before I actually say it. Like, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, not really. Which kind of sometimes cracks me up. Okay, now let's try to have some burn damage as well. Now, all we need is bleed damage. So one good thing is, if you see the statistics here, the house protection, we have a lot of money coming from that. So that means the house protection idea, or like my economy idea, is really paying off. Now I just need to carefully plan out everything and survive. So what I like about the ballista strat is, most of the time I would just make a lot of ballistas, and creating a lot of ballistas, like, you don't really need to set anything. And yeah, so it's just it's like the easiest way to play, but at the same time it's not really, because you really need to think about the upgrades you want. You also need to get lucky, and you also need to figure out the placements of them. Hey, at least we have bleed, we have burn and poison. Like, poison is the one that I really want to have. Okay, what should we get next? Having mana bots is really useful, so let's try to have that. Let's also try to build... Okay, now, honestly, with the amount of mana we're getting drained, let's build more of you. Wow, I think I just screwed myself here. Please tell me that I have enough mana and mana siphons to get through this. Okay, that's a big spike in power though, but we're losing mana quick. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's way quick. So I think most of my money in the next few rounds will be dedicated for mana generation. I count 4 mana per shot? Jeez. Okay, I should have not got that upgrade. But the increasing damage though. Like, look at this. It has +8 base damage multiplayer. I mean multiplier. See? That's every time I say it, I always say multiplayer. Since I keep, like, obviously as a gamer, I use the word multiplayer more than multiplier. It's just funny overall, man. Okay, I want you. I also want more of you to expand this way. Let's get more mana, please. Please give me more mana. Okay, we are not losing as much mana as I initially thought. Like, we are recovering, but I think this would only last. Like, this is a band-aid fix. Look, on the bright side, I think we are gonna beat our record here. We just need to be careful about our mana consumption, and maybe this is a perfect spot for some mana banks. Okay, how are you guys doing? You guys are doing pretty well. So the next step in our great plan of multiplayer, or maybe it's also influenced with me saying Markiplier in the past. I keep watching Markiplier in the past. Okay, having lifesteal is good. Generate another person. Okay, let's try to do you. So build this way. Okay, so let's see how our mana situation will be in a few moments. Let's place you there, place you here, please. So right now, I really want more upgrades for my ballistas. Like, for real, I want more. More. Insert Kylo Ren meme here. More. We want more. More. Okay, how are you guys doing? Yeah, at least you guys can reach that. Plus, we have a slow. So, what do we want? We want you, more damage to shields. And honestly, right now, what's our bet? Okay, you guys are gonna split now. So, honestly, right now, my best bet is to just play some mana siphons. Okay, so okay, here's the thing. Right now, as you can see here, we are getting this, like, this is getting too close for comfort here. But everybody is getting slowed, which is a good thing. Okay, here's the... Okay, nice. We have a lot of money in the bank. Okay, let's have expunge, but I think this is more useful, and let's place more of you guys in this area. And then let's also place more of you guys in this area. I think this is a very good spot. Like, this Death Alley right here will actually be very critical. And if I place you here, would you actually reach in other side? Let's test it out, shall we? If I place you here, yeah, it can reach a bit. But I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's much better to do it here. Or maybe here. Yeah, and the coverage is way better here. So my problem is I really need to stagger these waves so that they would actually not reach at the same time. So maybe I think the better strat here is to actually extend this more in this direction. Okay, so now I think I don't have crit yet, so let's have burning enemies deal more damage. Okay, let's try to stagger this wave more. However, I think if I do this, you can still reach. But I think this corner is way better. And maybe when I keep focusing on this corner, I will forget that the other side will be destroyed in moment's notice. Never mind, they're not actually being destroyed in a moment's notice. All my worries all for nothing. Okay, my mana is not doing well, so let's place mana. So yeah, maybe... Okay, going back to multiplayer and blah blah blah, all those stuff. Like, as you can see in the future, maybe people would make fun of me for this, but yeah, that's mainly my dilemma in what they call this, in speaking English, is that I mostly mix up the words, and I mostly just screw up the pronunciation. But I think that's one of the words that, you know, those moments when you try, or like in spelling bees, like you try to think of the word, and the more you think of it, the more you dot your spelling or something like that. It's kind of like that. And right now, let's have more range, please. Okay, having you terminate in this area, pretty okay. Like, that's a good place to just end it. Okay, now we're not leaking that much mana, but it really is tempting to just build what they call this, or like choose the upgrade to get oh my god, we are, I think, draining once they reach this side, but everybody's dying though. That's nice. Don't take that out of context, please. Thank you. Okay, this video is gonna be longer than I thought, because I think we're gonna, honestly, if I beat my record just by Ballistas, I swear Ballistas will be my new best friend. Okay, now let's have flaming bolts. Better flaming bolts. Okay, now this area is set. Okay, zombie Oogie is also spawning in this direction, so let's give him a warm welcome, boys. Okay, so now zombie Oogie is poisoned, but one good thing is everything is kind of staggered, so I totally forgot what should I look out for in the next section of the game. So let's place you here. Let's also place... Oh wow, zombie Oogie is getting destroyed, baby. Oh. Okay, let's just try to clear out the stragglers. And the range on these guys is pretty good, so that would really not be an issue. Okay, now let's watch the painful death of zombie Oogie just freezing, or like getting slow to death. Let's look at the damage, man. Freeze. Freeze him. Freeze him. I love that. Honestly, just give me bleed and I'm happy now to stop the regen. Okay. What do I want? Increase maximum poison. Don't mind if I yes. Don't want any of you, so I just get you. And let's have slow cooker. And what else? Increase mask. Man. Okay, let me think about this. If I get you, most probably I would die. But if I don't get you, you know what? Let's just get it. Screw it. Fire and flames. And you know what? Let's build 1, 2, 3. Let's just hope that this will not screw me over, please. Oh my gosh. 6 per shot. That's a lot of mana. But that's a lot of damage though. Look at that. Okay, how about you? How are you doing here? Oh my gosh, look at the mana. Okay, so now just let me reach 32. Please, just let me reach 32. Let me beat my record. Okay. Who? Okay, yeah, and just calm down. Like one mistake in these types of games, you are screwed. So just calm down. I wish there was an AoE spell or like AoE, what they call this, AoE upgrade for bolts. Okay, let's try to get broadhead bolts. No, just upgrade everything. Okay, now let's place you here, place you there, and let's gather the mana. Man, we almost have 100 mana for a freaking second. Okay, honestly, we will need more of you. Okay, boys, honestly, I'm getting rather sleepy. It's kind of late here already, so forgive me if you can hear me yawn and I forget to mute, or like if I just very random stuff. Okay, so this side is getting screwed over, but this side, honestly, it's still working. I'm surprised. Oh, there's a +3 here. Okay, what do we want? What do we want? Poison enemies, needle, or not? Okay, you know what? Screw that. Okay, let's just place you there. Oh my gosh, this side is getting destroyed. Okay, this might be my downfall, man. Okay, let's just place you here. Just be calm. Place everything here. Why, that's a lot of units. Let's just play some mana. Oh my gosh. Our mana is running out. See? Just invest everything on freaking mana banks. Oh my gosh, are we gonna lose here now? Please. Oh, we don't have bleed. I forgot. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this unless a freaking miracle happens. Come on. Never mind, I still live. Let's go. Okay, I want more bleed. I want a bleed. I want bleed. Okay, we have a lot of mana now. What the frick is happening? Okay, that last round was pretty spooky, and most of them came from this, since most of them are not staggered yet. More mana banks. Okay, let's see if they can deal with this. I really want to bleed arrows, man. Just give me bleed. I swear, not in real life, but in the game. Yeah, I don't think my ballistas can handle this much aggro. Okay, okay, okay. Come on, I think I'm just gonna lose. It's too much, man. Just too much. Everybody's dying. Come on, please not me. No, not like this. I told you one wrong mistake can destroy. Hey, hey, at least we reached 28. That's much of the rusting needed there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Click that like button if you did. Subscribe for more, put down a comment. It helps the algorithm. I'll see you next time. See ya.